This NFT is going to 1000x. Here are the best things to look for when you're looking for an NFT. Guys, I've got an insane show for you today. I'm not going to try to plan this out too well because I want this to be from the heart and be honest. I'm going to talk about all of these characteristics. I got this whiteboard and this whiteboard, and I have another whiteboard down here with all of these things that you need to look for when it comes to NFTs. And hey, plot twist, disclaimer for everybody. This is all going to lead into a project that I am very, very excited about, that I do think will do 1000x, but most importantly, will provide you with all of the things that are on those whiteboards. And if you've noticed, there's a little secret link in my Twitter bio, and there's a Discord channel there, guys, and that's where we're going to be dropping this thing. So I would really encourage you guys to head over to my Twitter and jump in the Discord if you want more information on this. But watch the rest of this video, because I said this last night in the Discord channel, right? And I think this really meant a lot to a lot of people. Let me actually just pull it over here real quick. I didn't plan on showing this, but let me just pull it over here on the screen. Okay, real quick. Okay, see, here's the announcements channel for this new Discord that we're in. The project is called 2+2, but I said this last night and I think this is the truth. Okay, and I just want to just go over this really quickly. Can I make this bigger? Okay, quick question. I said quick question. Throw this in emoji if yes. Would you guys watch a YouTube video tomorrow where I just lay out the basic vision for this project that we're launching honestly, like very, very honestly, right? I think one of the core reasons that any of you guys watch this channel, and hit me with a like on that button if this is true, that you follow us, that you follow me, is just because we're plain honest, right? We're just honest. It's the core of what we do, right? There are enough projects out there with flashy marketing and bells and whistles. I think what we need is an honest project that actually provides value for the people that it's saying it's going to provide value for, right? Isn't that something that you would want? Is an NFT project that actually provides value for you, the end user, the customer, right? So if that is sounding good to you, please just smooch on the like button. But again, guys, this logic here that I'm going to lay out right now, this can be used for any NFT project. So whether you jump in ours or whatever, this is what I would truly and honestly look for. So straight out of the gate, let's just talk about it. Okay, the first thing that is so important with an NFT, it's not the art, it's not the, what it looks like, it's none of that stuff. The first thing is the Genesis Hall. Okay, this is based on, we're stealing this directly from the Cyberkongs, and I will talk about this. But basically what this is a place where you can learn things that other people do not know. Have you ever heard the term knowledge is power? When it comes to NFTs, when it comes to this game that we are all playing, right? At the end of the day, we're all trying to make money doing this, right? When it comes to NFTs, crypto, altcoins, all this stuff, knowledge is power, right? If you would have known about Altura a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, if you would have been following me, you'd be up, 500, you'd double, triple your money, right? If any of the coins that I've been talking about, any of the NFTs that I've been talking about, if you would have known about them earlier, you would have made money, right? So the Genesis Hall is stolen directly from one of my favorite projects. You guys know I was a Cyberkong for a long time. The Genesis Hall is where if you buy a Cyberkong, and these things are going for, right now they are going for, let's see, 133 ETH each. There's only 1,000 of these. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. But in order to get access to a certain Discord channel, which is basically what it is, right? You have to buy one of these Cyberkongs, these Genesis Cyberkongs, right? And in that hall, I know I can't show you the hall anymore because again, I'm not a member anymore. But when I learned some things, okay? And this is what you need to look for with your projects, okay? You need to look for quality of people. And I hate to say this, guys, because it is kind of rude, but again, you guys follow me because I'm honest, right? Not everyone in Discord and on Twitter and in the community, it's not like everyone is good at this or everyone should get to say what they want to say. Everyone gets to participate. This is not a participation trophy. This is not a freaking like you get a trophy and I get a trophy. No. You need quality people in that chat, okay? So here's honestly, I gotta say it. I gotta be very honest. You guys want me to be honest, right? The people in the Genesis Hall, they're rich, okay? They're rich. They had to buy a $133 Cyberkong in order to get in. And so what that does by making the barrier to entry so high, making it so you have to be so rich to get in, is that the mood in that channel is so different. Have you ever noticed that in Discord, if you're in a channel with a bunch of broke people that can barely rub together can't even rub together in Ethereum or whatever, they're panicking. How do I get the... what's the floor price doing? How do I get the thing? Hey, somebody help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Have you ever noticed that the worst customers in the world are the ones that are the brokest ones, right? There's this meme that goes around, right? Where if you're selling consulting, right, the $100 client will be like, hey, I want you to sign a commitment and tell me that you're really committed to spending time with me. And then the $10,000 client is like, wire's been sent, thank you, right? The expensive clients are always so much better. The mood in the Genesis Hall was so much different than any other Discord I've ever been in because everyone was rich. No one was trying. No one was stressed out. It was just a good vibe to be in there. It was actually fun to talk to these people, right? Because there was high quality of people in there, okay? So that's what I would like to do with our project. Here, just disclaimer, okay? Everything that I'm saying right now is going to be built into this project. If you go to my Twitter and you go to the bio and you just join this Discord, I am going to try to steal. I'm going to unashamedly try to steal all of the qualities that I'm going to talk about in this video for our project, okay? Because it's better just to follow a model that works, okay? So Genesis Hall. So how did they, so number one, they had to charge a decent price to get in. So if you are broke and you're thinking, I want to be a part of Kale's project, I'm just going to warn you right now, you're not going to get in because it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be, you know, like 133 Ethereum, hell no. But it's definitely not going to be like, it's going to be at least 1 Ethereum to get in. Just be aware, okay? Now, what that is going to do is it's going to create a mood and an actual environment of alpha in the group. Because if let's say that you have 1 Ethereum to join, let's say it's 1 Ethereum to get into 2+2 or whatever we charge, right? Let's say that you just have that much money to just throw around, right? Like you're not worried about it going to a 10 Ethereum tomorrow. If this doesn't 10x, I'm not going to be able to pay my family. I'm not going to be able to feed my family. I'm not trying to make fun of people that don't have any money, but at the end of the day, like you need to have a little bit of like juice in order to actually be providing value to the group. Otherwise, all you're going to be doing is looking at me and my business partner and like, Kale, help me. Tell me what to do next. Tell me what to do. And I don't want a group of people that's like, hey, just listen to me. I want 1,000 people. I want 2,000 people, max, a very small quantity of people that can actually provide alpha as well, right? Because what's better? What is better? One person that is like, gosh, I should make this bigger, guys. Sorry, it's hard with the whiteboard. One person that just provides all the alpha for 1,000 people or 1,000 people that all provide alpha to each other. Obviously the second one, right? And so what that does as well is that creates this kind of iron floor. The floor price never moves. Like if you go to the Cyberkongs, right? If you just check this out, like there's a reason that the floor price can sustain at 133 Ethereum. Why is that? Why can the floor price be 133 Ethereum? That's a lot. Like that seems like that should make some people sell, right? Like paper hands, right? Well, it doesn't because they're rich. And if you have someone, and I just want to say this right now, okay? If you're watching this video and you don't have 1 Ethereum just to give 1 Ethereum away so that you can get some good information and it doesn't hurt your finances, you don't even think about it, you shouldn't be involved in my project, okay? Because you need people that are not selling for any reason. They value the alpha. They value the people in the channel. They value the actual hall, the Genesis Hall, more than they value 133 Ethereum, okay? And in our case, it will be less, right? But I do think that 1 ETH is the bare minimum that you need to be able to just throw away in order to have that kind of swagger, right? Have that kind of like alpha in the elite group, right? So that's what I want to say about that. That's what's definitely going to happen. The next thing I want to talk about, okay, guys, is utility, okay? Everyone is talking about this, the big buzzword in NFTs, and there are 2 great examples of this. There is bananas, there's bananas and bytes. The bytes are brand new. They are from the Neo Tokyo NFT, and the bananas are everyone knows about the bananas from the Cyberkong. So what is utility? Utility is where an NFT project gives you something actually of value, right? Like they drop stuff to you, right? So with bananas, what they do is if you have a Cyberkong, okay? If you have a Cyberkong, they give you 10 bananas a day. 10 bananas a day are airdropped to you. These bananas can be converted to Ethereum. Right now, they're worth, I think, like 30, 40, 50 bucks, okay? So, and at one point, they were you were getting at least $1,000 worth of bananas every single day. Think about that. Think about that. You buy, another reason why no one's going to sell this, right? Why is no one going to sell this for 133 Ethereum? Because they're getting $1,000 a day in passive income, right? That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. The other example that just happened, which I like even better, which we are going to do for our project, because it's a lot easier to implement, is basically Bytes. What happened with Bytes? Neo Tokyo, very quick rundown. What happened with Bytes? Basically, if you got an identity, right? This is the main identity, right? Then you also got a vault airdrop to you, which was another great utility thing, right? An unexpected drop. An unexpected drop. So they dropped these vault cards for free. So they basically gave me 5.8 Ethereum for free, right? Just because I had one of these, which is also worth 11.8. This project's insane, by the way. But anyway, they dropped me this for free. And then they were like, hey, guess what? If you have a vault card and you have this, we're going to airdrop you some Bytes. And the Bytes got dropped, okay? Now they're worth $85 a piece. And I personally, because I have 6 of these identities, I have 5,000 of these Bytes. 5,000. So if we just do 5,000 times 85, they gave me $425,000. $425,000 for free. For free! Now that's utility, guys. That is a project that is like, oh, maybe I'll never sell this. You know, maybe 11.8 Ethereum doesn't sound that great when they suddenly just gave me, out of the blue, an unexpected $425,000. That's pretty great. So I'm never going to sell these. Why would I? Because you have owners, Alex Becker and Elio Trades, who are just dropping value to their customers every single freaking day. And that's what we're going to do with our project as well. We're going to have some sort of utility. Okay, I'm not going to promise anything because it needs to be unexpected. That's what makes it the best. The Bytes came out of nowhere. The Bytes literally came out of nowhere, and that was like literally the coolest thing ever. So there's going to be unexpected value dropped to our holders, right? And those holders are going to increase in value as time goes on because people are going to realize that, oh shit, if you hold this, you get this, and then you get a sword, and then you get this, and then you get this, and then you get this. And so I'm not going to tell you the specifics of what we're going to drop, and a lot of it is just going to come in the future, but that is the plan, is to do Bytes-like utility for the project, okay? So, and then it doesn't even count. I want to talk about knowledge is power. That goes back to the Gen Hall, right? Like, yes, you can drop me. Yes, you can just physically drop me dollar bills. Like, that's pretty cool, right? But at the end of the day, the real power is in the Gen Hall, right? The real power is in the community. Because if someone gives you knowledge that actually, you know, helps you, you're going to make money through that too. Does that make sense? And again, that all circles back around to this, right? Like the quality of the people. It can't be cheap. Like, I don't know any way to do this other than Becker, where he did that huge riddle thing, right? Where you have to just charge a little bit of money to weed out the broke people. The broke people don't have any good information because they're broke. No offense. The rich people, they found a way to get there, right? And so they have generally better information. So you have to charge more money. And I think 1 ETH is the minimum that you can charge. So that's probably what we're going to charge. I'm just going to be very honest with you guys. Okay, so let's keep going. So I got 2 more boards. Is this helping anyone? Okay, if it's helping you, please smooch on that like button for me, okay? I'm not trying to just pitch my project here. I really do think that if you can find a project out there with all of these characteristics, go ahead. Neo Tokyo is great. CyberKongs are great. They're a little bit pricier than what we're going to have, which is why we're kind of trying to open this back up for, you know, a little bit, people that have been priced out a little bit, but also still are very smart in trying to come up in this game, okay? So let's talk about this. Other stuff. Oh, wait, let's talk about this first. You need to have a good drop, right? How many of you guys have seen these horrible drops? Like, the best example of a bad drop is, hold on, I got so many whiteboards. The best example of a bad drop, guys, is Mechaverse, okay? If you guys go to Mechaverse, this is some bullshit. Okay, they basically dropped, holy crap, I don't know if you watched this, but they basically dropped and were trading for like 4.2 Ethereum immediately because there was way too many people in the Discord. It was a big scam, I think, honestly. And now the floor has dropped all the way to 1.2 ETH. Like, this was an absolutely horrifying thing. Like, people are, I think I tweeted about it the other day. Someone like paper-handed one they bought for 13 Ethereum. You got to go back on my Twitter. I tweet a lot. Someone paper-handed one and they lost like 13 Ethereum in a couple days. And that sucks, right? I definitely don't want that to happen for our community. So let's go back. So what are the characteristics that make a good drop, right? So first and foremost, no riddles. Look, I respect Becker and Elio a lot. I think that their riddle thing was super dope, and I actually do think it was cool. And for their audience, because their audience is so big for Neo Tokyo, I think they actually had to do a riddle in order to like make this thing fair. So like for that case, yes. For me, my audience isn't that big. Like I don't need this, right? So I don't want to do any riddles. I just think people need to be told straight up what's happening, okay? The next thing is no gas, right? One of the best drops, one of the best mints I ever participated in is Moody Crows. Moody Crows on IMX was the best mint I've ever done. There was no stress, right? There was no worries about gas fees. There was no gas wars, right? So we're gonna launch our thing on IMX, right? Because there's no gas. It's the best thing. It's the best. When you trade, there's no gas fees. It's just so much better than OpenSea. It's just unbelievable. Okay. The next thing is no bots. You guys know what happened with Makeaverse, right? Like a bunch of bots bought all these up and crashed the floor. We don't want a bunch of bots to buy this, which is why we're gonna eliminate bots. We're not going to have a bunch of whales in here buying up everything, which is why we're going to actually charge 1 Ethereum for this, because you don't want people just buying every single one, right? And then we actually need a whitelist that works, right? Have you guys seen whitelists that are just total trash, right? We're not going to have that. We're going to have a whitelist that actually makes sense, that's actually fair, that actually helps people, right? Okay, so that's a given, right? We're going to do a good drop. And the last things I want to talk about here, and then I kind of just want to spitball a little bit, is some other stuff that makes a project really, really great, okay? The first one is rarity, right? Your rarity has to actually make sense, right? Because I've seen a lot of projects that like don't have any, you're like, why is that rare? That's weird, right? So this is CyberKongz, right? There's only 1,000, right? There's only 1,000, which makes it rare in and of itself, right? There's only 1,000 Genesis Kongs. And then there's like these ones that are so different, right? Like the background moves here, and they just look sick, right? And these are like the #1 ranks. And then as they go, the traits actually make sense, right? Like and especially punks. Punks are really good at this too. Like the traits make sense for being rare, right? And then there's a ranking system on this website. Same thing with Neo Tokyo, right? This stuff makes sense. I actually own the #1 rarest identity right here, #2, 291. And all of these ranking systems make sense, right? We need that to happen. So that is definitely gonna happen with 2+2. It's gonna be very obvious which ones are rare, which ones are less rare. And it's just gonna add value to the collection so people aren't confused, right? You definitely need that. The next thing is future collections add value. Future collections, guys. CyberKongz, again, is the best example of this, okay? So first they launched the Genesis Kongs, right? 1,000 units. Then they launched the babies. How many are in the babies? I have them open over here. There are like 4,000 baby Kongs, okay? The baby Kongs add a ton of value back to the CyberKongs because it's actually how they generate the banana yield. I don't want to get into it, but basically this adds value to the whole community. It brings in a kind of a lower level, you don't have to pay as much to get in, right? It brings in a larger community so you can get even more alpha, right? But it also kind of adds value back. Like if the floor price goes up, basically this is all you have to know about banana, okay? If the floor price goes up, banana price goes up. So these people make money. These people make more money. So each collection that is launched actually benefits the originals, the OGs. So when we launch our OG collection here in a few days, you guys need to be in the Discord if you want involved in this. The future collections that we drop are all they're not going to make your Gen Kong. We're not going to call it, it's going to be a different name, okay? I'm not going to give away everything, okay? But they're going to make your price go up. They're going to make the value go up for this, right? Instead of like diluting it or making it worse by launching new units. Does that make sense? I've seen a lot of projects do that where they just keep launching new units like, oh, here's a new one, and it doesn't provide any value back to the OG holders. And that's a bad idea, right? So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have every collection is going to add value to the original people, and the original people are going to exponentially benefit, right? And the VX is another example. Like it benefits, it all trickles back to the Genesis holders, okay? And so the last thing, the floor, this is my favorite one, guys. Anyone ever wanted, hit the like button on this video if you've watched it this far. Have you ever wanted to jump in an NFT that the floor never goes below the mint price, right? Isn't it stressful to see these Discord channels? Like, I'm so sick of it, right? You mint one and you're like, yeah, I minted it. And then all of a sudden there's people that are listing them on the website like 10 minutes later. I see this every single time. It's so weird. They list it for OpenSea or whatever for less than they minted it for. Like they lose money on purpose in 30 minutes. Why does that happen? Number one, the only reason that happens, I don't have it written anywhere, is because these people are broke, okay? They're broke. And they start to stress out. They're like, oh crap, this isn't working. I need that money to pay my bills. So once again, if you do not have 1 Ethereum to throw around, you shouldn't be involved in what me and my business partner are building, okay? You shouldn't be involved. Because I want this floor to never, ever stress anyone out, and I want it to always be anchored at 1 Ethereum, always. It's never gonna go below this, and you're always gonna get the alpha, you're always gonna get the, holy crap, how many whiteboards do I have? You're always gonna get the alpha, you're always gonna get the utility, you're always gonna get all of this other benefits of having a good drop, and you're gonna get all of this other stuff, and you're also never gonna have to worry about the floor price going below 1 Ethereum, okay? And why is that? Because I'm telling you right now, don't buy it if you need the money. Do not buy it if you need that 1 Ethereum desperately, okay? Only get in if you want the best alpha in the world, if you want utility, if you want free airdrops, if you want all of that stuff. That's what this project is about, okay? Last thing is honesty always. I think you guys have seen this in this video, right? I didn't script this a lot. I didn't like plan this out. I didn't have a cool slide deck, marketing deck, something where I was like, hey, this is what the project's gonna be, and if you don't buy it, I'm screwed. No. The reason you guys follow me is because I'm honest. I tell you straight up what it is, okay? This project is designed to actually generate alpha, which means that you will, if you are a part of the community, be able to actually use that information to make money, okay? You notice how I didn't even talk about, you notice how I didn't talk about the art at all? Like, I like the art for the Cyberkongs. I liked it. And I'll give you one hint about the art of ours. One hint about the art of our project. It's right here, okay? Look at Albert Einstein. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. Sometimes the simplest stuff, the math behind the ways that we all make money. The math in itself is beautiful. There's poetry behind it, and I haven't seen a math-based project yet. So ours, that's why it's called 2+2. It's a math-based project, because at the end of the day, what we are here to do is to make money, okay? And no one's being honest about that in this community, and I'm sick and tired of it. So if you are interested in increasing your net worth, increasing your value to the community, increasing your swagger in life, this is the project for you, because that is all that I'm worried about, and that is all that anyone who is a part of 2+2 is going to be worried about. So if you like this, give this a smooch. Make sure you join the Discord channel. We're going to be dropping very, very soon, so you better hurry up. I'll put the link below the video as well, but you got to follow me on Twitter anyway. So see you guys soon. Love ya. Peace!